when God made everything, based on Genesis 1:2. Before time began, before light, before sound, before anything, there was God. No sun, no stars, no wind, no world, just deep, endless darkness. Then out of that silent void, God spoke, and his voice was like power wrapped in peace. Let there be light, and instantly light burst forth, bright, warm, alive. Darkness fled, and the universe had its very first morning. God smiled and said, "This is good." On the second day, God looked at the swirling waters and said, "Let there be sky above and waters below." And the sky stretched wide, blue and endless like a blanket of peace. The clouds began to drift, soft as cotton, ready to carry rain someday. On the third day, God spoke again. Let dry ground appear. Mountains rose, valleys formed, rivers began to run like silver threads. God called the dry land earth, and the gathered waters seas. Then the earth became a garden of colors. Grass covered the ground like a green carpet. Trees stretched upward, bearing fruits sweet and bright. Flowers danced in the wind, red, yellow, purple, and gold. And God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God painted the sky. He placed a blazing sun to rule the day and a glowing moon to rule the night. He sprinkled stars like diamonds across the velvet sky. Each one twinkled with a whisper of his glory. The fifth day arrived with music. God filled the seas with life, swirling, darting, leaping creatures. Tiny fish, giant whales, playful dolphins, all splashing with joy. Then the air fluttered with wings. Birds soared, sang, and filled the morning with melody. Be fruitful and fill the earth, God said, and they did. On the sixth day, God spoke once more, and the land came alive. Lions roared, elephants trumpeted, sheep bleated. Every creature, from tiny ants to mighty eagles, came into being by his word, but something was still missing. Then with his own hands, God shaped man from the dust of the earth. He breathed into him, and Adam opened his eyes. The first human took his first breath, the breath of God himself. God placed Adam in a beautiful garden called Eden, where every tree was lovely and every fruit delicious. There was no pain, no sadness, only peace and joy. God gave Adam work to do, caring for the garden and naming the animals. But God saw that Adam was alone, so God made him fall into a deep sleep. From Adam's side, God formed a woman, Eve, perfect, gentle, and strong. When Adam saw her, he smiled with wonder. "This is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh," he said. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth." As the seventh day dawned, God looked at everything he had made, the skies, the seas, the stars, the animals, the man and woman, and his heart overflowed with joy. He said, "It is very good." Then God rested, not because he was tired, but to show that creation was complete and perfect. The heavens and the earth stood still for a moment, glowing in the light of his love. And from that day, every sunrise and every breeze still whispers the same truth. The world was made by a God who speaks life, beauty, and purpose into everything, including you.